athletes. They've got 16 laps to go, and it's Kimani in front. Gebrselassie now in second place. Machuca is third. Scar is fourth. Turgat 5. Franker of Germany in sixth place. Hisu is next, followed Intewoli Kura. And then the other Ethiopian, Messi Gibu, who's only 17, the world junior cross-country champion. But Kimani is really now putting the pressure on in a major sort of way. What are the times been like, Brendan?
Well, they've been moving so quickly on that other couple of laps that they run about 61.5 for that lap there, and that means they've quickly swallowed up Todd Williams, the early leader, who ran a silly race. Actually, he should never have done that. He's a better runner than that. Now the group are there together. The serious business is beginning to start. There's 15 laps to go in this 10,000 meters, and we're looking at the Kenyan. Kimani leading, Machuca in third place, the other Kenyan. The world record holder in second place, Haile Gebrselassie. The Olympic champion, Khalid Scar, in fourth place. And then his teammate from Morocco, Hisu. Then the world cross-country champion, Paul Turgat. And then the sole European who's in contention, Stefan Franker of Germany. And it's good to see at least one European challenging these Africans.
I got 3 Kenyans up there. 2 Moroccans. Just 1 Ethiopian and 1 German. Messi Gibu is just off this leading group along with Intewoli Kura, but they've got a lot of work to do to catch this lot. And what a group it is. The elite. The high jump.
Partika, the second attempt at 2:37. Well, the tension out there must be unbearable.
Well, they've got 14 laps left now. And that leading group down to 7. An incredible second too when you look at their records. Kimani, Gebrselassie, Khalid Scar in fourth place, determined that the East Africans are not going to be allowed away. He's been training at altitude in Font-Romeu. Machuca has shadowed Gebrselassie all the time. And every time you look at the pair of them together, that picture of the punch over the last line of the World Junior Cross Country Championship comes to mind. I mean, Machuca, it seems to me, Brendan, having delivered that punch there as they crossed the finishing line, he lost out in the World Junior Championship. It's almost as if he's sitting there trying to irritate Gebrselassie.
Now Steve Smith goes for glory. Oh, it was a good attempt. I tell you what, he had the height there. Like 1 or 2 of his other attempts, though, the run-up wasn't quite right.
Well, he's absolutely run next to him every step of the way. He hasn't let him get more than a half a yard ahead of him. Haile Gebrselassie in the green vest of Ethiopia and Joseph Machuca of Kenya. And you're beginning to sense that this race is going to move quickly. Khalid Scar's done everything right. He hasn't moved anything. He's just balanced his act. He's gone through very, very slowly. And after all of that performance, to get to the halfway in 13:46, which is 27:30 pace for 10,000 meters. And when you think they were jogging for the first couple of laps, this race is really going to start to boil over now. Machuca on the outside, then Khalid Scar, and a good run by Stefan Franker, the only sea-level athlete here. All the rest are altitude athletes. And it looks as though the future of distance running in the world is going to be dominated and dictated by altitude athletes. It seems as though that's the way to run in the low 27-minute times, a 65-second lap, and there's still not much happening. But I'm really pleased for Stefan Franker for European distance running. Right at the back of the group, though, the world cross-country champion Paul Turgat. And when you think about the World Cross Country Championship, in the last 10 years, there have only been 5 different men who won that race, because people like John Ngugi have won it a couple of times. But the first one was Carlos Lopez, who became Olympic marathon champion. Then John Ngugi, who became Olympic 5,000 meter champion. Then Khalid Scar, who's in there, who became Olympic 10,000 meter champion. William Sigay, who became world 10,000 meter champion And we're looking at the other one. Can he do anything on the track?
Troy Kemp gets 2 meters 37. He goes right to the top of the leaderboard now. Anybody who supports the Bahamas, well, you could have just seen a gold medal winning jump, unless there's anything the rest can do about that. The attempts we've seen so far, really nobody's been close to it. But Troy Kemp, the Commonwealth record holder, sails over at the second attempt. So this really has put the pressure on the rest. Troy Kemp, he's promised so much in the past. And this could be one of the best jumps of his career.
Well, back with his 10,000 meters. Kamani looking around to see whether they are. And they're right there. Gebrselassie in second place, Machuca right alongside him. Otherwise, everybody else in single file. Khalid Skar, the Moroccan, in fourth place, followed by his international teammate Hissou. And just behind Hissou is Turgat, and Franke, the German, beginning to suffer a little bit. He's about 5 meters adrift, and that at this stage suggests he's not going to live with the Africans. 10 laps to go. Kamani leads. Machuca's now gone second. Gebrselassie third, but they're shoulder to shoulder. Skar in fourth place. Hissou 5, Turgat 6, and Franke is now fading.
Sotomayor this time. Oh, it was so close. So Troy Kemp still has the advantage. And for the second time in the competition, Sotomayor will have to go for a height on his third attempt.
Well, Kamani, the leader, has done 27.28 this year. He's only 22, comes from Nakuru. A newcomer, pretty well from the same training group as Moses Kiptadui, the world 5,000 meter champion and world steeplechase champion. That's the leader, Kamani. Man in second place, Machuca, only 21. Ran at altitude, well, the best ever 10,000 meters at altitude, when he won the Kenyan 10,000 meters this year, 27.53, which is unbelievable at altitude. Gebrselassie is a world record holder in the green of Ethiopia. Just behind him, Khalid Skar, the Olympic 10,000 meter champion, a man with a devastating finish. Just behind him is Hissou, his fellow Moroccan, 27.47 his best time this year. He's running way inside that at the moment. And then Turgat, with Franke now dropping right away. In fact, he's now some 50 meters behind the Africans. Actually, the other night, Joss Herman, the former Dutch international, who looks after both Gebrselassie and Machuca. It's an odd thing, that, because they're sworn enemies, those, but they have the same manager. He was shouting at Machuca to slow down, slow down. And he said, that's all there was. Now on the high jump,
Steiner Haran. Oh, it was his best effort so far. That would have been a new Norwegian national record. So this man is attempting to go higher than ever before in this final.
Got 6 away. Africa in the first 6 places. 3 Kenyans still there, 1 Ethiopian, and 2 Moroccans.
But the race is just going along steadily now at a 64, 65 second pace, and really there should be some Europeans who can contend with this. I was very pleased with Stefan Franke, but he fell away really badly, and yet they're not even boiling yet. The race is not really happening. They're just pouring the pace on. And Khalid Skar in 4th place, he's done very well to get this far. He's actually had a really disjointed season. He had a bad winter. He's not as fit as he normally is, but he's a tough competitor there. Number 887, Khalid Skar, the Olympic 10,000 meter champion. And he looks straight ahead. He sees the world record holder at 10,000 meters. And in the lead now, Joseph, for the first time, Joseph Machuca, who ran 27.29 the other night in his race, in this qualifying round. And eventually, that might catch up with him. Earlier on, He was taking the initiative by letting Gebrselassie know he was there on the outside. Now Gebrselassie has replied to him.